After you're done with removing this stubborn bolt, you don't need to use any special tools to remove the pulley, damper or harmonium balancer, whatever. You just taking him off. In this particular model of the vehicle, no special tools required to pull him out. Just take him off with your hands. So the next step, you have to remove all these bolts and expose the timing belt cover. And all of those. They look, as you can see, and put all of them in a ziplock. Before exposing the timing belt cover and removing approximately 15 screws which is holding the timing belt cover on place, you need to remove motor mount and hydraulic tensioner. Motor mount is holding on 3 bolts. 2 of them were successfully removed, and the third one is stuck because the side cover of the vehicle preventing this bolt from coming out. That's why you need to jack the engine a little bit upper to get this last bolt to go out. Hydraulic tensioner is holding on 2 bolts. He needs to be removed as well. Engine motor mount not only holding in place on the 3 bolts, it's also blocking with power steering. That's why power steering, which is holding on 2 bolts here and here, need to be demolished as well. After removing the power steering column, which is holding on 2 bolts, you can see that there is the bolt over there, and this bolt is holding the motor mount. So without being removing the power steering column, even though if you already removed the 3 bolts which is holding the motor mount, the last small mini bolt holding the motor mount on top. As well, without being removing the power steering column, you're not gonna be able to get access to this bolt, which is holding the timing belt cover. The timing belt cover consists of a lower cover and 2 upper covers. Since it's dual shaft, we removed the right cover, the right upper cover. The next step is to remove the left upper cover and then the bottom cover. To remove the upper cover, we used the brake bar because one of the bolts was hidden. That's why you need to release the tensioner, and then when your tensioner is released, you can get access to the last bolt, which is holding the upper right cover. After removing 2 last bolts from the left upper cover, you can remove the left upper cover, and you can actually see the second shaft. On this particular model of the vehicle, if you want to remove the engine motor mount, you also as well need firstly to remove the upper right cover and upper left cover. Because the motor mount itself installed underneath the lower upper right and upper left cover. You cannot remove the mount without being removing the steering column, because the last bolt for the wire harness is blocking it. And as well, you need to remove the lower cover, and then you can easily remove the motor mount out. The timing belt cover is exposed completely. So right now the very important step is to put the marks. So this one is right, that's why you can put air. And you have to align him by putting the mark on a shaft. The same you have to do on the left side, and the same you have to do on the crankshaft. If you want, when you made sure that you put the marks on both shafts from right and left side and on crankshaft, you need to remove the tension from your timing belt. And if you want to remove the tension, you have to remove the tensioner, which is on two bolts, which is holding on two bolts. Then when you removed the tensioner, you need to use the C-clamp and you need to compress the piston. And when these two holes will align, you need to put the Allen key inside. So when you will install it, you will just take the Allen key out, and the tensioner will put the tension on the timing belt. The last step that needs to be performed, the rollers need to be removed. To remove the rollers, you need to remove, it's very simple, you just need to remove this screw. And the roller is out. And this screw out. Since I'm replacing them, I don't care that they fall down to the floor.